This is Just Ask George, exploring the universe of corporate finance and capital formation for your business enterprise, with merchant banker George Lovato Jr. and your host, David Wolf. Welcome back to Just Ask George. The infamous George Lovato Jr. joins me. He's the head dude. I'm the co-dude.
The man, the legend, the Howard Stern of corporate finance right here.
Oh,
How do you like that, huh?
Well, thank you.
What an intro. That really sets a high standard for everybody else doing this.
And I like to mix it up a bit.
Yes, he does.
As opposed to being mixed up a bit. We're going to talk about a new and exciting release from BH Capital called the Microadvance Loan Program. George is going to tell us what it is, how it works, why we love it, why it's important to you to know about as a business owner, right?
I think you just said it all there.
I just laid the whole thing is out. Okay, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week, folks.
So there's a population of business owners who require a cash infusion into, yes, that's true for sure. And many of them are retail or they accept credit cards.
Retail has the entire market for retail businesses in terms of borrowing, lending, finding money, even letting having your banker remember your name is basically disappeared. So
I saw that in your collateral.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a problem because the average guy that provides any type of retail service or sells, retail products. Right. The schmata guy, the guy that's got the hot dog shop. I mean, he has a real hard time right now. Right. So what we did, all of us in that collective room, somewhere on the 32nd floor, sealed in Funkin' Wagnall's office somewhere, was that we came up with the idea to actually couple a multitude of programs together. Mm-hmm. And the idea is that everybody out there in the world knows about the Merchant Advance program for retail. We went to 3 of our partners and got the best possible rates we could. Then we said, look, that'll take care of part of the problem, but let's look at unsecured borrowing. How do we get them more money than just the Merchant Advance?
Right. What that can allow.
In addition, so we put those 2 products together, and then we said, look, along the way, some of these people may need inventory financing. They may need some sort of factoring or something like that. We'll make that available as well to them. Yeah. So really, it's a nice, dense little package or offering that nobody else in the marketplace has. And sure, the money costs money. This isn't prime borrowing. Right. And the Merchant Advance program is not a loan. It's an advance on future receipts. Yes. They charge a one-time fee. We've negotiated a great rate with those guys, so you can't get that rate anywhere else. And on the unsecured side, again, those rates can't be obtained if you're just Johnny on the street. In addition to that, if you need factoring, PO, inventory, all of those things, all of those rates are tailored to that little retail store. And he's going to get the best possible rate. He can go apply anywhere he wants once he finds out who our partners are, but he won't get the rates we're getting. Okay. That's it, pure, plain, and simple. So the long and the short of the story is it's a program that was designed out of a need. We recognized, we've had the microloan program for 2 years now, and we've really kind of cut back on what we do with it. It has to be a domestic business. We kind of shy away from real estate. Real estate's very complex. It's a credit-driven product anyway. Right. And so this is a little brother with a collective of some very nice little products that will work for retail business. Anybody that collects money from the public and selling a product or service, this is where this fits.
And as long as they take the credit cards in terms of that component,
sure,
it's a fit for them.
Yeah, it's a fit. Now, one part of it is credit-based and the other is not.
Right.
So the Merchant Advance portion isn't driven by your personal credit score. The unsecured loan is, and to the extent that you need inventory and factoring financing, that is not credit-driven. So So from that standpoint, it's a very, very flexible program.
Yeah, on the advance, that's key. It doesn't matter what your uses of the money are. Isn't that right, George?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
I mean, you can't go to the Bahamas with it. I mean, but it's got to be for business purposes.
Of course, but within the business.
Yeah. Well, the funny story is that most recently, one of my old clients came to me and said, and they do about $5-6 million a year out of all their stores. And they said, we want to try this merchant thing. I said, why? Well, we went into our bank and the banker that I've known for 20 years, and he gave me this look like, you want to borrow money? And
right.
and he said he couldn't do anything for me. He said, I've been with him for 20 years, and he couldn't do anything for me.
Unbelievable.
Just because I'm retail.
Right.
So that's a very telling story. That's a very telling story.
Right. Well, there are.
So if a guy like that,
mm-hmm.
with that kind of history, profitable history, long-standing relationship, and his banker basically forgot his name, how is it for the average Joe that's got the hot dog shop or the dry cleaner or the haberdashery? I mean, it's tough. It's just
These
really
are real
difficult.
businesses that need real capital, and this is the market that we're filling.
There it is. There you have it.
And there it is. What a concise and efficient presentation. Thank you.
You always it's like
I tease it out of you, don't I?
It's like Top Gun and Iceman. I mean, we're just there. We are just.
It's been a pleasure and a privilege flying with you
again. Thank you, Mr. Pilot.
Look for
another
information
great show.
information about this advanced program and the other programs at bhcapitalltd.com. Remember, you need the L in capital and the LTD right together, a double L. bhcapitalltd.com. And we'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Take care.
Just Ask George.
Bye-bye.
For more information about George Lovato Jr. and BH Capital, visit bhcapitalltd.com. Check out more episodes of Just Ask George at justaskgeorgeradio.com. Just Ask George is produced by Steve Garth and is a production of BH Capital Ltd. All rights reserved.